Hi everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel, and I have my sister with me today,
Terry Jeanette from the Tapping Flamingo.
and we are talking about Virtual Blythe Retreat 2024. We have some more news to share with you. We did a video not that long ago where we asked for some of your help, and one of the things we asked about was possibly having a vendor day, and we've decided to have a vendor day, right, Terry?
Yep,
Yep.
I'm excited about it.
That means, though, we have an extra day. So in the
Yes.
past, we've had the retreats, the virtual Blythe retreat, on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now we're going to have it on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday is all about shopping.
Yep.
Okay, so so it's not a huge deal. Like if you can, I know a lot of people are working, and so that might not work for you, but it's not like a massive deal. Thursday is just chill shopping. We'll have a few posts here and there. So the way we're going to set it up is we're going to have albums, and I think most people are familiar with this, and this is not a new thing to Facebook groups. So there will be albums, and the vendors will each create their own album in the group. And in the album, they will post pictures, and they will also put a description in there about how they want to run, their
How
stuff.
they're going to be paid and how it's going to be mailed and
Right,
all the
exactly.
details.
And we are going to have some sort of disclaimer thing. We are not responsible for, you know, anything. We're just
Nope.
we're offering you the space. We're offering you a chance to shop and maybe find some really unique Blythe items that you don't always get a chance to see possibly, and to hook up with some really talented folks out there that we know have all kinds of wonderful doll supplies and fashions and that kind of thing.
Oh, here's a question that some might have.
Hmm.
Even though that Thursday is going to be the vendor day, the shopping day, could you still shop on the other days? Will you be able to see?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to keep those albums open all the way through Sunday, Sunday afternoon when we start. About late afternoon, we start shutting things down. We start closing out the prize posts and things like that, because that's when we start figuring out who wins what. And so we close all that. So we'll start closing that down. I think typically it's around 3 or 4 o'clock Eastern time, if I remember correctly, what we've done
Right.
in the past. So we'll
Right.
leave those open. So that's a good point, because that way, again, you'll have all weekend. But Thursday, Terry and I are not going to have any prize posts, and we're not going to have any workshops.
Mm.
We might post some interesting information.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some little goodies that we're going to post, but they're not going to be anything that like really demands your attention in real
Right.
time.
Right.
And
It's
that
just all about shopping.
right, it's all about right.
And those of you who are working and really can't attend that, don't fret. You can
Right.
just go to the albums and
Later.
later on and check and see what there's something you want.
Right, right. And then the people who are doing the vending, those who want to have a little album, as a little shop and during the retreat, you can, figure out how you want to do it. There's a few different ways. Terry and I've seen groups do this. So for example, I've seen it where somebody will have an album where they have pictures, and they'll say something like, say sold, make a comment sold on underneath the picture of the item you want, and I'll send you a PayPal invoice. And so they do it that way. How else have you seen people do things like that, Terry?
Well, I've seen where they will post pictures of maybe what they have in their Etsy shop.
Yes.
And then there's a link to their Etsy shop. And so you can just go there and purchase through Etsy or whatever other.
I think personally that seems like an easier way to do
That's
it
what I'm
for
going to do.
me. Yes. Yeah. Terry's going to have a shop. And
Yeah.
I think that's to me is easier, because as somebody who I also have an Etsy shop, and what's nice about that is it's more automated, it's more what we're used to and that kind of thing. But you don't have to have an Etsy shop or have stuff on eBay or anything. If you have, like, maybe you want to sell some dolls in your collection, in your personal collection, you could do this, right? So the way we are going to open it up to vendors, there are some requirements if you want to be a vendor. Okay. First of all, I think this one's kind of obvious. You will have to purchase a pass to the retreat. Okay. So you can't vend at the retreat if you don't buy a pass for the retreat, because that is how you access the group. We give you access when you purchase the pass, and we're going to talk about that, the how to do that in a little while. But when you purchase the pass for the retreat, you get access to the Facebook group. And so that's the first thing you'll have to do. You'll have to qualify as a vendor.
Mhm.
The second thing, you have a choice. You can either donate a prize, okay, which means you would be responsible for sending that prize to the winner. We announce all the winners late afternoon on Sunday, like I just said.
Mhm.
And so if you are donating a prize, it will be up to you. We'll give you the contact information of the winner, and it will be up to you to mail it out. Now, we do make sure that we put people together in their
In
location.
their districts, their area, yeah.
Right, right. So if you are a US person, so for example, say you're a US citizen, you live in the United States, you live in Florida like I do, and you want to have a shop and you also plan to donate, we will make sure that whomever wins your prize lives in the United States. Okay, mailing area. Okay.
Mhm.
And that does include Puerto Rico. Believe it or not, Puerto Rico
Yes,
is the same
it's the
thing.
same. I've
It's
mailed stuff to Puerto Rico
yeah,
before. It's
just
no different.
FYI, because if you, however, say you live in the UK, we'll hook you up with a UK or at least a European person,
Mhm.
possibly. But we will hook you up in your hemisphere, as
There you go.
you
Yeah.
know. So, because I know how costly it is to ship overseas, so we don't want to put that burden on anybody if we can
Right.
avoid it. All right. So the other option is, along with purchasing a pass, if you're like, yeah, I'm not into donating, I just want to sell a couple of dolls and that's it, we will ask you to pay an additional $12 for your album. And that will be an invoice from us to you through PayPal.
Mhm.
So there you go. Like if you're not, like I said, if you're not into donating, that's fine. There's an option for you. And obviously you don't have to be a vendor at all. You can just
No,
go,
you don't.
you can just go and shop. Okay. So yeah, so contact me at tammypally@yahoo.com. It's my name, tammypally@yahoo.com. If you are interested in being a vendor, just let me know if you need some more information or something. But yeah, we will, when it comes time to start setting things up, we will open it up. Typically when we start selling tickets, selling passes,
Mhm.
to the event, when people start purchasing them, we start adding you to the group, right, Terry?
Right, immediately, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise we just we just want to make sure everybody's in there. It doesn't mean things we shut everything down so you're in the group and you can't you can comment on stuff, but you can't post.
Right,
Right,
exactly.
right. So it's a limited access, but you'll be in. So so for those vendors, we will work with you one-on-one, to set all that up.
Mhm.
I think that's it as far as the vendor day. So yeah, so the Thursday will be the day for shopping. And I guess we should tell them the dates while we're at it.
Oh, we haven't done that yet. That's
Yeah,
great.
I think we can tell them. Don't you think?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Spill the great beans.
We'll spill one of the beans here. The weekend of June 13, 14, 15, and 16 is our virtual Blythe retreat scheduled weekend. So it's going to be that Thursday starting on the 13th all the way through Sunday the 16th. On Sunday, that's when we start announcing the winners for all of the prize posts, and also, of course, the grand prize, which
Mhm.
is a doll. We will give you more information about that very, very soon. But in the past, we've always given away a doll, and we will be giving away another doll this time as the
Yeah,
grand
and
prize.
about the doll, no matter where you live, you
Mhm.
are in the running for
Yeah,
the doll. You just have to be in,
yeah, you
you have
just
to
buy a
be
pass. You
attending
just
it.
have to
You
buy
buy
a
a pass,
pass, right? And
you
you're
don't have to do anything else.
yeah,
Automatically, you're
right. Doesn't
in
matter.
the running.
We cover the cost, because of course that's part of what pays the cost of the passes and everything. The money we earn covers shipping for that, even if
Right.
it's going to be big buckaroonies, we're okay with that.
Even if it's Australia,
Yeah, I know
which
Australia's
is
like,
huge bucks. Woo!
yeah, it is. Whew, but it is what it is, and that's fine. We're an international community, and we really, that's one of the cool things about doing this virtually,
Yes.
that everybody, no matter where you live, you can come and join us. So, all right. So that is the numero uno thing. Yay for Vendor Day on Thursday, June 13th. Contact me, tammypally@yahoo.com for I'll put you on our list. All right. Number two, which is kind of related to that, are prizes. You want to tell them a little bit about how the prizes work, Terry? I guess just double check everybody knows.
Okay, so we've done this past 2 years where I'm usually in charge of this. I
Yeah,
come up
she's
with
good at it.
type of a little game, I guess you could call it. We've done everything from answering questions, introducing yourself, what was it we did? A scavenger hunt, and we've done all kinds of things. I try to come up with ideas,
Mhm.
and all you have to do is participate. Answer the question, and you have to answer like the post of the prize post question. You have to answer it in that because it's
In the
easier for
comments of
me
that
to,
post.
yeah, in the comments of that, not make your own comment somewhere else because I may miss it.
Right.
So you have to actually, in the comment section below of that prize, whatever we're doing,
Mhm.
prize post, I think is what I called it, like
Yeah,
prize
we
post
call them
one.
prize posts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We number them because typically we have them published. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have them typically published every couple of hours. So we set this up automatically, and every couple of hours a prize post will publish. And then we number them so that we keep it straight and you guys can keep it straight too. But that's that's another way. This is something that appeals to people, everybody. Like if you're, obviously the retreat is very geared towards makers, crafters, creative types. But if you're not into creating stuff, you just like to collect dolls, which is kind of creative to me, but
Yeah.
you're just into the doll, you don't want to make anything. You can join us for just that purpose. There is possibly winning a prize post. And what's cool, Terry comes up with these really interesting ways for us to get to know each other, right?
Yeah. It's more of a get to know
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, it's
And your dolls.
very
And to show off your
interactive.
dolls.
Yeah, we get to show off our dolls a lot. That's true. Yeah. So
One thing
anyways,
too,
mhm,
and we'll probably mention this again, but in these prize posts or in any of the posts, sometimes it's really hard to miss one
mhm.
or to you're looking for one and you can't find it. You can actually search within the group to the specific thing you're looking for.
Yeah, you can type in prize post 1 and it'll
One, yeah,
come
and
up.
it'll pop
Right.
up. So,
Right.
because that happens a lot because
Yes.
people are, every time somebody
Yes.
comments, then that goes to the top.
Yes. Yeah. It's
And it's
very
hard,
like stuff's
yeah,
going on constantly. Right. Right.
you
Definitely.
can search for things
For
within
sure.
it.
Yeah, I do that a lot. So I'm mentioning that today because, like I said, if you want to be a vendor, that's one way for you to donate a prize. But if you don't want to be a vendor, we're still looking for people to donate prizes. I actually have a list of people who've already contacted me, and I'm going to double check with them. So I already have some people. I mean, obviously, we know Marna over at Dolls Rescue is one of our biggest supporters, and she and Darren are already offered to donate something. So we have people like her that have been part of the community for years and always step up and are ready to support, events like ours. So if you want to be part of that, and whether or not you want to be a vendor or not, again, contact me, tammypally@yahoo.com. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is cost. We wanted to make sure everybody is as prepared as possible. On April 1st, though, we will be announcing, fingers crossed, okay, I'm a little nervous to say this because there's still a lot of work ahead of us.
Oh, it'll happen.
Okay.
I have faith.
Okay. But our goal is April 1st, we will have all the retreat passes available for purchase as well as the goodie bags in my Etsy shop. And that means we will start selling and everything. And we're going to tell everything at that point. On April 1st, we're going to tell you what the theme is. We're going to have the supplies list posted in the group. You have to buy a pass in order to get a supplies list, which makes sense. If you have a supplies list and you're not going to be part of the retreat, doesn't really help you, right? Because the workshops are inside the retreat, right? There. For April 1st, we're going to make the big announcement about the theme. We're going to reveal the grand prize, which is awesome.
Oh, boy.
And we're
You don't
going to
know why
have,
I'm reacting, why I
I know,
am.
Terry and I are like, it's going to be hard for us to give away this prize. We've become attached. But anyway, we got the grand prize announcement, and we're going to have everything ready to go. Goodie bags, passes, and everything ready to go April 1st. Woo, fingers crossed, everything's going to be ready. And so right now, though, we wanted to go ahead and get everybody heads up about the cost. How much is this going to cost you, right? Because yeah, we want you to be able to budget, especially now that you know that we're going to have a vendor's day. So you probably want to, stock a little moolah away to be able to do a little shopping and that kind of thing. So the cost of the pass is going to be $15. The pass includes obviously instructions for how to join the Facebook group. And we do run this through a Facebook group that's a private Facebook group. And it will have at least one, possibly two, okay, patterns in it. All right. So it always includes at least one pattern. And then it's also going to include a list of supplies that you're going to need for the workshop. And we will also have that list of supplies provided. Actually, it's going to be in the group when you join.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so passes to the retreat hopefully will be available April 1st, fingers crossed, and they're going to be $15. The other item that goes along with it, and again, it's not something you're required to have, but a lot of people have really liked them over the years. They've been very popular.
Some people have even bought multiple ones.
Yes, yes. But this year we are gearing up, and we were going to have 50 goodie bags available, and we are going to be charging $30 a piece for those goodie bags. And those goodie bags this time include some supplies, not all, but a good amount of supplies for the workshop.
Most of the supplies, yeah.
A lot of the supplies, yeah, a lot of the supplies. And in particular, like one of the projects I'm doing has a specialty fabric, and it's a special kind of fabric, and it is something you can buy. We always make sure it's something you can buy out in the world, but it is one of those things like you really have to have this in order to make the thing I'm going to show you to make, right?
Yeah.
So, so it's going to have supplies. It's going to have a super adorable, super fancy this time, little tiny t-shirt.
Working on that now.
Yeah, we're designing that right now. We've put a lot of effort into that.
Yes, we have.
Last year, our t-shirts were just like, VBR 2023, black
Boom.
on white. Not so much this year. So we have the t-shirts, and then we're going to have a cute little bottom. Again, we'll give you the details on April 1st, but there's going to be an outfit. All right. And then of course swag. There's going to be some swag. So there's going to be a cute little outfit, supplies, swag, and the goodie bags are going to be $30. And both the retreat pass is going to be available in my Etsy shop. And then for an additional purchase, you can also buy the goodie bag. So yeah, we just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up. In a previous video, we also mentioned that you might want to have two dolls, set aside.
This is one of mine.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to have, Malibu's going to be there. I don't know if I'm going to use her or not in the workshops, but she'll be there. So
yeah, I haven't named this gal yet. Any suggestions?
Yeah, give us some suggestions for naming the dolly.
Yeah, I want it to be, of course, beach, water, whatever, tropical inspired.
Yeah, you know how we are. That's our aesthetic. So anyway, but yeah, so you want to make sure you have a couple of dolls, at least one doll. You could always switch things out, but it would be fun. It would be more fun, I think, to have a couple of dolls. So look in your stash. I know a lot of people already have dolls, but I mean, if you want to use a doll and then like not have to change her out, and then, and it's an excuse to buy another doll. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is something you want to make sure that you also budget for. If you don't have enough dolls, obviously you've got to buy more. So that's something to add to your budget. So, 2 dolls, the pass, the goodie bag if you want a little extra, and then of course a little cash for shopping on Thursday and throughout the weekend, because like I said, we'll leave the albums will be open throughout the weekend.
Right.
Yeah. So that's a lot. I hope I hope if you have any questions, you can add them to the comments down below in this, and we will answer them, because most of the time, if you have a question, somebody else has the same question.
Yes. Yes,
you know. So we are open to questions, and we will do our best to answer them. And I kind of think, is that it, Terry?
I think so. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
We will be doing the other videos coming up, in the future, so stay tuned for those.
Yes, definitely make sure you subscribe to my channel right here and give this a thumbs up, of course. And Terry, she's got two channels. She's got Tapping Flamingo over
That's all
on,
my jewelry,
it's all her
yeah.
jewelry making stuff. She has a lot of jewelry making tutorials over there. And then she also has a fairly new, though it's
Yeah.
growing a lot, channel called Be Creative, and that's her dolly stuff and just ways to be creative in her life and your
Mhm.
life. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by, and have a wonderful dolly day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.